Pump startups and shutdowns are an essential part of basic pump operation. The procedures that we're about to see include some of the basic steps that are often followed during the startup and shutdown of one particular type of rotary pump. But keep in mind that startup and shutdown procedures can vary according to the process, the facility, and the particular pump that's involved. So you'll always need to follow the specific procedures used by your company. We'll use this single screw pump for our discussion. It's used in a process to transfer fuel oil from storage tanks to a boiler. The pump is driven by an electric motor. A series of valves is used to direct the flow of oil to and from the pump. The first step in the startup procedure is to line up a liquid supply to the suction of the pump. The operator does this by opening the valve in the suction line to the pump. The next step is to line up the discharge side of the pump. The operator does this by opening the valve in the discharge line from the pump. After lining up the pump, the operator visually inspects it for any obvious signs of problems. When he's satisfied that the pump is ready for operation, he goes to the control panel and pushes the start button. Once the pump is operating, the operator will stay alert for symptoms of trouble, such as leaks, unusual sounds, and excessive vibration or heat. He'll also check the pump's discharge pressure to make sure that it's normal. If he notices any problems, he'll report them to supervisory personnel immediately. When the pump is no longer needed, the operator receives permission and shuts off the pump. Then the operator closes the discharge valve at the pump and closes the pump's suction valve. Like all positive displacement pumps, a rotary pump will deliver a controlled amount of liquid to its discharge during normal operation. But if the discharge is blocked, the liquid won't have any place to go. If this happens, pressure could build up and damage or destroy the driver, the pump, or other equipment. To prevent this, most positive displacement pumps, like this one, have some type of protective device to guard against excessive pressure. A common protective device used for this is a relief valve. Relief valves are normally found in one of two locations: at the discharge of the pump or on the discharge piping. But regardless of where a relief valve is located, it's activated when the discharge pressure of the pump exceeds a predetermined value or set point. On this rotary pump, the relief valve is installed here. Inside the valve body is a valve disc, a valve seat, and a spring. The inlet to the relief valve is connected to the discharge of the pump, and the outlet of the valve is connected to the pump suction. During normal pump operation, the spring holds the disc closed on its seat. If the discharge pressure becomes excessive, it overcomes the spring. This moves the valve disc off its seat. When this happens, the process liquid flows back to the suction side of the pump and recirculates through the pump. This relieves the pressure from the pump's discharge. When the discharge pressure falls and is no longer excessive, the spring overcomes the pressure that's holding the valve disc off the seat and reseats the valve. In this topic, we looked at some basic procedures used to start up and shut down one type of rotary pump. We also saw how a relief valve works to protect a pump and its associated equipment from excessive pressure.